This one now, this is what now? This is sodium butanoate. 3 carbon here plus 1 here making for butanoate. When it's reacting with this, it will reduce to what? Propane. Aha, these are all we need to say regarding that. So, question might come on this, that the laboratory preparation of alkane is dash and dash. Are we together? It is the reaction between a metal of alkanoate with soda lime. Are we together? That is that under that. Now, the next thing is that let's quickly see alkenes. These are the little questions they can ask there. Let's see what alkenes. 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 Now, in these alkenes, are we together? Let me quickly relate them and we'll be solving some JAMB question regarding that. When we say alkenes, it belongs to the group of unsaturated hydrocarbon. This belongs to the group of unsaturated hydrocarbon. Simply because, when we say hydrocarbon, that means we are dealing with C and H. C and H. That is why we call it. It belongs to the group of unsaturated hydrocarbon simply because it possesses what? Double bond. I'll tell you what is that. Now, when we say it belongs to the group of unsaturated hydrocarbon, we have what we know as, we didn't have anything like methane. Why? Because methane is, this is ENE. All of them have the same prefix. Why the suffix are different? This is ENE. Another ENE, which is methane, which will be N equals to carbon number 1. It has the general formula CnH2n, CnH2n. That is the general formula. CnH2n. CnH2n. Wherever I'm seeing CnH2n, wherever I'm seeing N, what will I be putting? 1. So this will now be 1, 2 times 1. This will now be CH2. This is methane, but we don't have anything like this in organic chemistry for this family. So it started from ethene, carbon number 2. Why? It's because for a carbon to be a carbon, there must be how many hydrogen attached to it? 4. C, this is 1 carbon. But it has how many hydrogen now? 2. We don't have anything like this. It must be 4. So that is why they started from ethene as one of the offspring name for these alkenes. How we? Ethene, propane, hexene, butene, and many more. Hope I'm communicating. Now let's go to ethene. I want to explain the times unsaturated hydrocarbon. Ethene will be N equals to, though we have this one, it is no to that. It's N2, right? Wherever I'm seeing, and I told you that the general formula is CnH2n. Wherever I'm seeing N, what will I be putting now? 2. It will now be C2H2 times 2, which will be C2H what? H4. This is what? Ethene. Ethene. This is what? Ethene. Therefore, this is the molecular formula for ethene. The structural formula will be how many carbon? 1, 2. Let me change the marker. The marker is somewhere. Now, this is the molecular formula for ethene. We are defining alkenes, that it belongs to the group of unsaturated hydrocarbon. How do we call it unsaturated hydrocarbon? I want to explain it here using ethene, which happens to be fall on carbon number 2. How we? Now, you have know how we arrive at this using this general formula. So now we are still under the definition of this. What are the likely questions they will ask you there? I'll compile everything and I will do the recap. Now that let's draw the molecular formula. This is molecular formula. Sorry, let's draw the structural formula. C, 2C. Then how many hydrogen? 4. You will bend the stick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Know that if this is hydrogen, hydrogen. Are we together? Know that for 1 carbon to be a carbon, there must be how many hydrogen attached to it? 4. Now check, is this balanced structurally based on the rules of organic chemistry? It's not. Let's count. 1, 2, 3 plus this hidden hydrogen. And the rule said single carbons should have 4 hydrogen attached to it. So let's check this one. 1, 2, 3. That means this is what? This compound is unsaturated, meaning it required another more hydrogen. And how many hydrogen does this require? For each carbon to be balanced, require 1. So they will undergo a covalent bonding. They will be sharing it. You will just put that 1 here. Now let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it balanced for 1 carbon? Yeah. Now let's take this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it balanced? So for a single carbon, it must have 4 hydrogen attached to it. These 2 are visible, while the other 2 here are invisible. Are we? 2 here are visible, the other 2 here are invisible. So this is a structural formula for 18. Why this is molecular formula for what? 18. Hope I'm communicating. Now, look at this. Since we are the one that induced this, that means we are the one that introduced this one. Now, you know, initially, how many bonds do we have? 1. But since we introduce another one to it, it becomes 2, right? We call it double bond. So, if you are seeing a double bond here, we call this particular compound, you call it unsaturated hydrocarbon. That's why when I'm defining alkenes, I say it belongs to the group of unsaturated hydrocarbon. Simply because of what? JAMB will now ask you. When a compound, alkenes belongs to the group of unsaturated hydrocarbon. Simply because of what? A, the introduction of the double bond. B, triple bonded molecule. C, tetra bonded molecule. The answer should be double bonded what? Molecule, which is A. Are we together? And it is unsaturated hydrocarbon. That is 1. Number 2, it has a general formula CnH2n. I've explained that. So when you have this formula, you can use it to do ethene, propene, butene, pentene. Pentene is pentagon from mathematics. Number 5. So whatever I'm saying, what will I be putting? 5. Then 2 times 5. All becomes C5H what? H10. This is what now? This is pentene. Ene. Are we together? So, and another scope that I will give you here is that when you add 2 hydrogen to this, it becomes pentene, Ane, that we discussed so far. When you leave it like this, it becomes pentene. Hope I'm communicating. So that is that under that. Now another thing, JAMB might ask you, Dash has a general formula. Alkenes has a general formula what? A, CnH2n. B, CnH2n plus 2. C, CnH2n plus 1. D, CnH2n plus 1 OH. So the general formula for this one is what? Please cram that. CnH2n. It has an Ene as CnH2n. Not, there's not anything like CnH2n plus 2. This is for Ane. CnH2n plus 1. This is for alkene. And if it is CnH2n plus 1 OH, this is for alkanol. So they do ask so many questions regarding this. Please try and know that. If it is alkyne, it is CnH2n minus 2. This is for alkyne. So therefore, the correct option for Ene, if they say what is the general formula for alkenes, this is the correct option. Even if they listed all these things. Are we together? Now, it also has a bond angle. These are the key words. It has a bond angle. Alkenes, maybe this is 18, as I show you. The bond angle, meaning from this hydrogen. The bond angle is here. The bond angle between this hydrogen to this carbon here, the bond angle is 120 degree. 120 degree. So they will now ask you the bond angle of ethene, methane, propene, and many more. Sorry, there's not anything like methane. Ethene, I told you that there is not. Ethene, propene, butene. The bond angle is what? It is located as what? 120 degree. So they will put so many options. Go for the bond angle is what? 120 degree. So these are the little things. Now its shape, it is trigonal planar. It is a what? It is a trigonal planar. Trigonal what? Planar. It is a trigonal, that is the shape. Trigonal planar. So that is the shape for that. That means it is like a it is in form of a what? It is in the form of a triangle form. Meaning when I have this one like this like this, if I couple it like this, so we call this type of shape. I have something of it. We call it what? A trigonal what? Trigonal planar. Are we together? So that is it. So they can ask you what means the organic compound. It is trigonal in shape, or it is trigonal planar in shape. Alkanes, alkane. Go for what? Alkanes. Hope I'm communicating. So the next thing, after we have seen the definition of that, let's quickly brush into the chemical properties of what? Let's quickly brush into the chemical properties of an alkene. Is that it also undergo combustion reaction. There is their similarity. Alkene undergo combustion reaction. Alkenes also undergo combustion reaction. Alkane also undergo combustion reaction. It undergo combustion reaction. Let me pick C2H4. C2H4 plus combustion reaction in the presence of oxygen to form what? The same product, carbon dioxide and water. So this is the first chemical properties of what? Chemical properties of what? Of alkenes. Are we together? So then you balance it up. So this is 18 now. This is oxygen what? Oxygen gas. This is carbon dioxide. Why this is water? Are we? How many carbon is here? 2. How many carbon? This is 1. You can put 2 here. These 2 has affect this. How many hydrogen is here? 4. Put 2 here. These 2 has affect this. 2. This has been balanced, but we have 2 oxygen here. Plus 2 times 2, 4. You can put what here? Making 6. 2 oxygen plus 4 oxygen here, making 6. You can put 3 here. So everything is what? Is actually balanced here. So this is first number 1 chemical properties of alkenes. The second chemical properties of alkene, it undergoes additional reaction. So it undergoes what? Additional reaction. When we say additional reaction, we simply means alkenes can be added with another thing to become a saturated hydrocarbon. You know, this is unsaturated, and I told you simply because of this double bond. So when we want to make it to be saturated, we can actually add hydrogen to it. When we add hydrogen, C4 plus H2. When we add hydrogen to it, we have C2, H what? H6. This is what now? This is ethane. This is what now? This is ethane. This is hydrogen what? Hydrogen gas. Are we together? So now we call this type of reaction, we call it additional reaction. The art of making unsaturated hydrocarbon, double bond, to become a saturated hydrocarbon, single bond, as a result of the addition of hydrogen to it. So when we are now doing this, we call it if it is hydrogen that we are adding to it, we call it what? Hydrogenation. What did I call it? Hydrogenation. So JAMB will now ask you, the catalyst used in hydrogenation reaction of